Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In this video, I'm going to show you the illustration of gown. Starting off with my tracing on the paper that I have already drawn out with a pencil. So as usual, I'm using my ballpoint pen, that is Pilot pen of 0.07 lead. Trace it out Trace out the pattern that you have drawn with your pencil, and once you're done with your tracing, you can go ahead with your shadings or your sketchings and whatever you call it, your illustration. So I'm on to my tracing, and the whole garment is going to be traced out with black, although it's not going to be a total black piece of garment. Make sure your tracings are clear with no divisions or no shaky lines. It gives a neater finish to your garment, and your tracing should be as crisp and clear as it can be. Here is a little pattern that I am doing off with my same tracer pen. That's a little design I want to bring it onto my gown. The gown is an umbrella cut towards its lower end, and it's a fitted part on the upper or a body area, and it has mutton leg sleeves. Overall, it gives a rich royal look. So that's the gown, and more a princess look to your wear. So again, I'm using golden pencil and a blue pencil for the pattern that has on what do you say lines on one of its side. It's not a total blue. I'm using two shades of pencil to color it with, so that it gives a mixed shade of fabric look. So here it is blue, darker blue, and my golden shade of pencil. And the other side, the stripe area is going to be pin tucked into the shape, and I am using a single color pencil to fill it off with. And my sleeves are again going to be with the same color, that is complete blue. The lower part of the sleeve, the tighter end, that is towards your wrist part, and the upper elbow is going to be with a different shade. So I will color that later. So let me start off with my lower flare part, and that is a simple black color, and I'm going to shade it as best as possible. It's a flowy garment. Lower piece is a flowy fabric, and I'm going to basically fill it completely with this black color with little bit of shadings here and there. Um, I don't need much of shadings on this because I have already highlighted most of my flowy part with my black color pen. That is a black pen, and that in itself gives you a look of the flow of my skirt part, which is going to be a one piece garment. It's not a separate skirt, it's a one piece garment, but it has a body part and then the lower skirt part. So it's a bit of shading towards one of my sleeve end, and everything is, apart from that, everything is like filled with black, 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 and within itself I have just kept it a few areas lighter than the other areas. It's very simple to draw and color it with. Just go on filling it. Make sure the flow of your filling falls according to your flow of your garment, or the shape of your fall of that particular garment that you have drawn for that, for the illustration. So that's a main important point that you have to be that have to be kept in mind while doing these illustrations. It's not so difficult to do. It's just that you need to have these patterns in your mind beforehand. You would put them onto the paper. If not so, you can later design a few patterns that suits to whatever you have drawn onto the paper. It's very simple. You just need not worry about if you have any mistakes alongside with while you're coloring or while you're drawing. Just convert those mistakes into a pattern or another design that goes along to your illustration. So that's my illustration completed. I'm giving a name. I'm actually naming this and mentioning out. That's actually a little highlighting my work area. The blue sleeves are going to be worked with something that I think stones could probably work well there. Clip stones, in fact. Not the ironing stones. Yeah, I might do a video on different kinds of stones sometimes, inshallah. There are lots of varieties of stones available. Goes in handbook. So that's my final details of text onto my paper of is that particular what is this particular garment going to be made with. And that's it. Once you're done with that, you can send that for the production. Yeah, and make sure if it is for production, you better mention it all the details. Yeah, and not to forget, signature it, because that's very important. Otherwise your designs get copied and you never know, they get copied very easily. So that's it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do like my video.